Listen. Go.
It's more quads. It's the Fawley Challenge Cup. It's Marlow Rowing Club A and Henley Rowing Club on the right of our picture, so it's a real local derby.
It is indeed. These clubs, they race each other a lot at the local events, the sort of the heads during the winter months at Marlow, at Henley and Reading, and here they are at Henley. They both want to go through to the next round, but this is Marlow A. We've already seen Marlow B go through earlier in the day. Their third quad actually was the fastest non-qualifier, so they have high hopes, but they are really being asked questions of by Henley at the moment.
Yeah, so Henley Rowing Club A crew starting to push out into quite an early lead. The Stern 3 raced last year in the same event, the Fawley Junior Men's Quads event. They were seeded and they reached the Friday. Well, they'll be looking to go further this year, and that experience, really nice sculling, really strong but also relaxed sculling there, very mature sculling from these young men.
Yeah, both look really good, don't they? There's a lot of boat run in between. When they release at the finish, both crews, it gives a real sort of kick and runs on. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out over the course.
Yeah, also in the Henley crew, Ross Lamont at bow, 17 years of age. He was in the Sir William Borlase crew in Fawley last year. So all of these scullers have got experience of the Fawley. But as we're looking on Marlow now, they seem to have settled into quite a nice rhythm, and they're staying well on terms at the moment.
They do. It isn't comfortable for Henley because there's still overlap, there's still contact, and so, you know, again, it's just whether inch by inch Marlow have got, maybe have they got a little more power they can bring, or is it Henley who are going to manage to kind of get some clear water? But this is really exciting, and Niall and Joel are in the Marlow crew at 2 and 3. They are here their first time racing at Henley, and really excited about that. Marlow have got their largest club entry at Henley Royal Regatta in their history. They've got a record junior entry at the moment. The club is absolutely thriving and packed with crews, juniors, seniors, masters, para squad as well, adaptive rowing. So, you know, again, they're really behind this crew, and, you know, a little look there from the bowman, from Charlie Sinnott. What can he do? What pushes have they got left? How much can they try and get alongside this Henley crew?
So yeah, this is the danger zone for Marlow, isn't it? Because they've got to stay in contact if they're going to be able to attack in the final section of the course. But I've got to say, I'm really rather impressed by the Henley Rowing Club A crew there. Look at that sort of strength and synergy, sympathy with the boat from the Henley scullers. It sounds strong, it looks strong, and it seems to be very effective.
We've got a little more power going down that crew. That's really the difference. I think the technique in both crews has been excellent, very consistent all the way down, both, you know, good length, but just a little ragged now because Marlow are thinking, what can we do to get back on terms?
Yeah, and you know, you're right. You need to be throwing everything into it at this stage if you're Marlow, and that might well mean you're a bit more ragged. But I'd rather see that than a crew rowing comfortably and not making progress. And that's what you've got to. That's the trade-off you've got to make. So we're looking here at the back on the left of our picture, Ross Lamont, 17 years of age. In front of him sits Finley Ribbons, also 17. David Wallace is in the 3-seat of this Henley Rowing Club A quad, and Guy Hutchins at stroke, setting that long, relaxed rhythm. And what a beautiful shot. Wow,
look at that. Almost looks like a single person, doesn't it? Real synchronicity there.
I love, you look at the green sleeves of the oars, they go through the gates there, moving in synchronicity, and the shoulders forward and back together, very efficient, very flat. But, here's Marlow.
Yeah, I think Marlow are putting some pushes in here. They're coming up to the enclosures. They're having another go. They're giving it everything, and they are getting closer. I mean, it looks really impressive in that Henley crew still. I think they've got enough, but well done, Marlow, for coming back.
Got to go now, Marlow, got to go now, and credit to them for really pushing it, throwing everything they can at Henley Rowing Club A. They're coming back forward and overlap, but they've only got about 6 or 7 strokes left. Henley are quite close to the booms. Is there a risk of an incident with Henley? Don't think so. Marlow are asking the question, and Henley are responding as they take a look. David Wallace glances for the finish line. There it is, David. Henley Rowing Club A, but with an overlap. Marlow came back to overlapping them, nearly sort of half a length of overlap. So a close race in the end. Well done to both crews. Local derby, but won by Henley Rowing Club, beating Marlow Rowing Club A in the first round of the Fawley.